If we seek to optimize our neurobiological longevity and starve after inevitable sensing of our cognitive faculties, we must prioritize the hyperactivation of our anterior mediculate cortex via deliberate autonomic arousal and error-driven synaptic rewriting, while simultaneously mitigating the degradation of cerebellum through continuous vestibular recalibration. Did you understand a single word of what I just said? Probably not, and honestly, you shouldn't have to. This is exactly what the modern fitness and wellness industry is doing right now. They take incredible simple like concepts about human health and fitness and they wrap them in the hardest, most complicated words they can find. Why do they do this? It's basically a trap. To rage bait you, to confuse you, and most importantly, to make you feel very stupid. Because if you feel stupid, like you will think, okay, they hold something special. They have some secrets. They are talking big words. They have more knowledge than us. After hearing that, you'll also buy the $200 supplements, their 12-week masterclasses, and literally that's not. But health shouldn't be a riddle. You shouldn't need a PhD in neuroscience to understand how to take care of your own body. It should be basic, it should be simple. People should understand what we are saying. This is the Lab Right Life, the show where we talk fitness, nutrition, and the human body very seriously, but refuse to take ourselves seriously. I am Abhimanyu. Yes, let's make things simple again. So, why you need to make mistakes? Today we are talking about two things: how the brain learns and how your body ages. And I promise we are going to do it without the confusing jargon. Let's start with learning. You probably heard the word neuroplasticity. It's thrown around a lot lately. All neuroplasticity means your brain's ability to change, adapt, and build new connections. Here's the simple truth about your brain: it's incredibly lazy. Your brain wants to save energy. So if you are doing something you are already good at, like driving your normal routine to work or like doing exactly the same workout routine you've done for 3 years, your brain goes on autopilot. It doesn't change, it doesn't grow. To actually force your brain to upgrade itself, you have to experience something very specific, and that is failure. Think about the last time you tried to learn something completely new. Maybe you tried to learn a new language, or you tried a new complicated movement, or you tried to play an instrument. There's a relatable story here. I wanted to study guitar. It felt so frustrating. It felt like I can't get this right. This is not for me. My hand movements are so terrible. Like it emphasizes how uncomfortable it is to be a beginner. The feeling of frustration, the agitated feeling where you want to quit. We usually think that's a bad thing. We think it means we aren't cut for it. But biologically, that frustration is the exact signal your brain needs when you made a mistake. And you'll feel the spike of stress. Like your brain releases chemicals that basically say, hey, wake up, we are bad at this, and we need to fix it. If you never step outside your comfort zone, you will never allow yourself to fail and feel frustrated. Your brain has zero reason to stay sharp. Good learning happens through making mistakes. Period. The reality of aging well. Now let's connect that to aging. When people in the fitness space talk about aging, they usually talk about retaining muscle mass or keeping your heart healthy. And yes, those are incredibly important. But if you look at the research on what we call superagers, these are people in their 80s and 90s whose brain and bodies function like people decades younger. They have a few things in common. First, they don't stop seeking out that frustration we just talked about. They keep trying to learn new things. They read, they travel, they try new hobbies, they talk to new people. They don't just sit in a chair and let their brain go on autopilot. Second, they focus on physically connecting to their environment. And one of the biggest, most overlooked markers of aging is in how much you can lift. It's balance. As we age, we slowly lose our connections to where our body is in space. We start relying heavily on our eyes to keep us upright. And falls are one of the most dangerous things that can happen as you get older. If you fall and break a bone, you are stuck in bed. If you are stuck in bed, you aren't moving. And your brain actually begins to shrink and rot. So, I want you to try something right now. It's a very simple test to see how well your brain and your body are actually communicating. Just stand up and make sure you have some clear space around you. You just lift one leg off the floor, just a few inches. Now hold it there for 10 seconds or 15 seconds. For most of you, that was probably pretty easy, right? But now I want you to do the exact same thing but close your eyes. When you do that, your ankles start shaking. Your arms fail and instantly you may tip over. The brain has to rely purely on the physical connection to the muscles to stay upright. If you tipped over immediately, don't worry. It means you have room to grow. The great news is that balance is highly trainable. You don't need to buy a fancy piece of equipment. You just need to practice standing on one leg while you brush your teeth in the morning. Close your eyes, feel the wobble, feel the frustration, let your brain rebuild that connection. Just try it out. So let's wrap this up. Don't let anyone in the fitness industry make you feel stupid with big words. The blueprint is to keep your brain sharp and your body young is actually very simple. But you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to be a beginner. You have to be willing to make mistakes, feel frustrated, and look a little shy trying to balance in one leg with your eyes closed. Embrace the friction. This is where the growth happens. This is the Lab Rat Life. If you learned something today and hopefully understood it, hit the subscribe button and drop a comment below of what topic should I focus on next. We'll see you in the next deep dive. Bye.